injured here. 1v1 Calderis Refinery, blue side. Steve Budd is a Grey Knight brother captain, durable commander, walks through cover and cannot be suppressed, fights melee, good offense and support. Up against is Tex as a Chaos Sorcerer, offensive and disruptive commander, fights melee, by default has a bunch of spells to ruin your day for Zinch. Looks like he's guessed Steve Budd's commander. Inquisitorial Stormtroopers, followed by the obligatory strike squad by Steve Budd, durable and versatile, heavy infantry, good melee and ranged, can get some weapon upgrades, and a really nice squad leader as well in tier 2. Tex with Chaos Space Marines and some more heretics, Black Legion. Chaos Sorcerer is going to come mid. What we're going to see from Tex, usually versus Grey Knights, I try and load up on melee units, which is very effective versus Grey Knights, a bit too effective. Purifiers are getting a nice big buff in the next patch, which will help Grey Knights meet melee head on, I think. Librarian also getting a price reduction so he can come in and support a bit easier. 480, 500, 2-to-1 cap. His Tech's gonna get some Raptors. 474, 500, no sign of another squad of Stormtroopers from Steve Budd. He's putting down some generators, in fact. Brother Captain now decapping. Centaur starts off with a Force Sword, which is a power weapon, 30 DPS. Much like the Chaos Lord's Demon Sword. They starts with taking bolter shots from the Chaos Space Marines though. Here comes Strike Squad. Very good in melee with these halberds, have an amazing special attack which knocks you flying. I think that's being addressed in the next patch. We now have Eternal War up. See the special attack, absolutely crazy. Doom Bolts misses the Grey Knights, who split up to chase down the Chaos Space Marines they just sent flying. Where is the Chaos Sorcerer? 462, 500. It's a 2-to-1 cap for Steve Budd now, and Purgation Squad on the way. Where are his heretics? Coming out of base in a default melee state with 8 models, very fragile, but can be dangerous still in a melee state when they are supported. These guys though have an aspiring champion, and these guys are dangerous even to a 1095 hit point squad like these Strike Squad guys. Look like he wants to take down his generator though, a bit more than fighting. 462, 478, and heretics forced to retreat. Strike Squad forcing them off with melee. We do not have power melee, as some people seem to think. 462, 471 is a 1-to-1 cap. Some nice back and forth early on. We are seeing investments of the war from the Chaos Sorcerer. He's going to use that, I think, to counter this Purgation Squad. Start off with these incinerators, good at countering swarmy melee units such as Hormagaunts and heretics and Howling Banshees, I suppose. They do suppress after a few seconds. A lot of damage to structures as you'd expect, and looks like he's going straight after them here. Aspiring Champion Heretics, you have double Aspiring Champion Heretics from Tex. Brother Captain getting way too close to base there and is forced off. Heretics are going to chase him down as well. Purgation really hurt Heretics. He wants to tie them up first with the Chaos Sorcerer like this and then send the Heretics in. If Heretics can get in, they will really hurt a Purgation Squad. Sorcerer needs to be careful, uses Doom Bolts and retreats. There's the Doom Blast. Can he take down a model? No, he cannot. Forces off the Strat Squad as well though, and Tex can cap mid, perhaps take back this wreck, maybe even go all the way to this power. Interceptors now from Steve Budd. Kind of a 1-1-1 build for Grey Knights. Stormtroopers do not have their sergeant right now. These guys are getting a price reduction in the next update. 462-433, there's the 1-to-1 cap. Heretics are going to decap. Look at the damage the Stormtroopers put out. Heretics finish the decap, and he's going to get a double here, albeit a brief one. Tex. No 4th unit in tier 1, as I'm sure you noticed. Is he going to go straight to tier 2 with this? Has spent power on Eternal War, which is 60-15. Has got 2 aspiring champions, which are 125. Not sure how much investments is, but he has spent, despite only having 3 squads. Here are the interceptors. Teleporting infantry, they're going to cap mid, fight melee with those 4 swords. Sorcerer teleporting in, trying to take down a purgation squad model, but special attacks here from the interceptors. Interceptors very expensive, 550. I think they are here to negate the Chaos Space Marines. Just teleport right into those Chaos Space Marines and tie them up, otherwise they're really going to get hurt by the heretics. Strike squad decap, yes. Double heretics on them now. I'm going to see a double doom blast, ouch. Loses 1 model, loses 2, almost loses the entire squad. In fact he might, and he does. Steve Budd not paying attention. He is a live caster though, he might have been live casting this game, and it's not easy to play and commentate at the same time. Interceptors forcing off the rest of the heretics, but losing that strat squad was a huge blow. Also lost 2 models off this purgation. Chaos Sorcerer tried to finish them off. If he had Sword of Flame, he might have done it there. 426, 410. There's the 1-to-1 cap. Tex goes tier 2. Steve Budd already there. Both of them have a decent amount of resources going into tier 2 as well. Chaos Sorcerer decapping Steve Budd's natural, very annoying. Tex having to retake his natural, and he's going to take back mid as well. 426, 403. Interceptors teleporting in with their Justicar, gives them that furious intervention teleport, which knocks back. These guys are getting an aesthetic upgrade with the next patch, just a little bit of special effects so you can tell them apart a bit easier in large engagements. 426, 391, it's a 2-to-1 cap. Their Justicar is pretty damn cool as a power weapon, gives them furious intervention. They can also get grenades, of course, track grenades and psych out grenades. Chaos Dreadnought on the way for Tex, and most likely we're going to see psych cannons in response, but we are going to see a Grey Knight Dreadnought as well. Awesome. 426, 374. Maybe a plasma cannon on that Dreadnought.
That's a good position.
Though if he sees the Chaos Dreadnought, he might keep it with the multi-melter. 426, 367, there's the 2-to-1 steal for Steve Budd. Has some decent map control as well. Heretic trying to take this eastern power. And here's the Chaos Dreadnought. What is he going to do with this thing? Is he going to go for Mark of Khorne and use Warp to get it out of trouble, which is a very common combo? Tzeentch and Khorne working very well in unison, strangely enough. Interceptors now capping the east side, and here is the Grey Knight Dreadnought. Starts off with a very nasty looking close combat weapon and a multi-melter. The Chaos Dreadnought with an auto cannon and a close combat core. Going after the Purgation squad. Got a melee attack but could not take a model off them. The brother captain himself cannot get a melee heavy weapon, so he needs to rely on other things to deal with vehicles. And Steve Budd has no upgrades at all for his brother captain. I don't think, yes, he has seen the Dreadnought, and in response we have a Marco Tzeentch Dreadnought with a missile launcher, very good anti-vehicle from long range. The Grey Knight Dreadnought does have more hit points, 1300 compared to 1000, also has the awesome ability Maelstrom, which I think affects vehicles, but I think that's being changed in the next patch. 402, 347, there's double for Tex, and he's putting up a shrine. This thing will shoot out Doom Bolts, also give you a damage resistance. If the heretics worship it, it will shoot out Doom Bolts more often. Grey Knight Dreadnought going after the Chaos Sorcerer, and he teleports out just in time. He couldn't decap this wreck point though. Are we going to see a Dreadnought fight here? Not sure who wins this. If they just stand and go toe to toe with the multi-melter and the missile launcher. 375, 347, probably in the Grey Knight Dreadnought's best interest to close for melee. Here are the interceptors teleporting in. They have their nades. Double zinc shrines though, ouch. Those Doom Bolts really do hurt. And you see the blue glow denoting the damage resistance, and he's got some Zinch worship going as well, which is infiltrating all this stuff. Psy cannons up on the Purgation squad. Ranged weapon good versus all targets with a small AoE, basically a mobile autocannon. Don't need to set up. There is Frenzy Barrage, doing decent damage and suppressing infantry with that thing. Brother Captain tanking the damage to cap mid though. Here comes the Chaos Sorcerer, level 2, Brother Captain still level 1. Mark of Corn, Chaos Space Marines closing on the Purgation squad. That is very, very bad. Get away without a model loss though, amazing. Interceptors teleporting in as well. They don't all have power weapons like the Mark of Corn guys, but they do have 1600 hit points with a Justicar. Chaos Space Marines almost have 1600, but they also have Eternal War and power weapons. It's a very close fight. It basically depends on who gets the most special attacks. Grey Knight Dreadnought just about getting away, chased down by the Chaos Dreadnought, which much better range. There you saw the crack grenade, which doesn't have a countdown timer. It's a really nice grenade, disabling the vehicle, doing I think 150 damage or 200 damage or something like that. 327, 347 double cap for techs. Really good choice putting up these shrines mid. Chaos Sorcerer decapping wreck point, fully matured wreck point as well. Another Grey Knight Dreadnought for Steve Budd. Very interesting choice. Tex goes tier 3. Stormtroopers very slowly repairing this Dreadnought.
300 points remaining.
Brother Captain will come and retake this VP now. Sparring Champion Heretics, these guys level 2, the other guys have not leveled. Mark of Corn Chaos Space Marines have not leveled. Aspiring Champion also gets an awesome melter pistol. He's at the front there. Other guys with plasma pistols. 263, 347. Huge map control now for Tex. Can Steve Budd push back with double Grey Knight Dreadnoughts? Both with their default multi-melters, which is a very, very nice default weapon. You have to pay to get a multi-melter, of course, with the Space Marine Dreadnought. 247, 347, and there's the 2-to-1. Chaos Sorcerer making a nuisance of himself. Has now seen the double Grey Knight Dreadnoughts. Are they going to force melee on him? No! But he still goes down anyway. Brother Captain decapping mid. This Dreadnought needs repairs. Doom bolts coming in. Side cannons firing. Multi-melter getting shots. And Tex needs to be careful with his Dreadnought. But these Purgation guys need to be careful as well. Look at the damage those Doom bolts are doing. There's the crack grenade. Very nice usage of those interceptors. And he retreats his heretics. I thought he was going to stop worshipping and pile the heretics into the interceptors. Dreadnought marches away and he's taken mid here. Tex not retreating. This heretic squad loses them. Now he's going to lose both of the Zinch Shrines. I'm not sure what kind of damage those Doom Bolts do. It's probably psychic damage, perhaps piercing. Chaos Space Marines hit level 2. What did they do?
Underway.
Chaos Predator on the way for Tex now.
Capturing one of our victory points.
Most likely we will see Marco Zinch to give it twin link las cannon, try and outrange these Grey Knight Dreadnoughts. A really nice vehicle battle here. Steve Budd with the... Oh, he's got a 1-to-1, he hasn't taken his natural back. Markov Korn CSM now smacking on a generator. And they should take it down before they have to retreat. There we go. The incredibly loud triple Psycans blasting away. But they've closed for melee and forced them off. Take down a model as well. I think all 4 members hit that model and took it down. Oh no, Tex loses his Chaos Sorcerer as well. Level 2. Brother Captain level 2 still has no war gear.
The enemy is outmaneuvering us.
226319 and Steve Budd goes tier 3. Here is the Chaos Predator and he has gone for Marco Zinch. Twin link las cannon, devastating versus vehicles from good range. Alongside this Marco Zinch Dreadnought, the Grey Knight Dreadnoughts are going to have their hands full. Still have this Interceptors though with those nades and the Purgation Side Cannon squad. 226316, there's the 2-to-1 for Steve Budd, he's got it now. Still very close, both players tier 3. Steve Budd not too far away from getting something nice. Could get some Grey Knight Terminators very soon. Paladins in about 100 power or so, and could drop a Land Raider Crusader in about 85 power or so, and 300 wreck. 226, 300. There's the 2-to-1 still. Some Zinch worship mid. Chaos Sorcerer, what is he up to? Being chased down by Interceptors here. Level 2 Interceptors dead to disruption. He can just teleport out, of course. There he goes. What is he up to? He wants to put pressure on his generators. He just wants to give Steve Budd something to think about, I think. Marco Zinch Dreadnought getting shots on the Dreadnoughts. Predator took some damage. Chaos Sorcerer goes down. Not sure what he was trying to do there. 226, 280. Might not have known that the Dreadnoughts were there. Now he's capping mid though. He is going to take mid. He's going to get 2-to-1. Frenzy Barrage again. Misses everything. And we have Grey Knight Terminators on the way for Steve Budd. They're going to be very dangerous for these Markov Korn CSM. Brother Captain coming in here. 2-pronged attack. In go the Interceptors. Chuck a grenade, do they? There it is. Oh, it does have a very short timer of apologies. 210, 280 for some reason. I thought he had no timer. Perhaps that's Kasrikins. They have grenades without a timer. I might be completely making everything up though. Maybe they have a very short timer as well. The Grey Knight Dreadnoughts survive. Both level 1. Need some repairs. Stop moving. Brother Captain taking mid. Nobody able to hold mid for any amount of time recently. Lots of 2-to-1 caps. Grey Knight Terminators hitting the field. Are we going to see perhaps Chaos Terminators? He needs some more favour though. Or red resource, or global, whatever you want to call it. Brother Captain backing off mid. Purgation Squad level 2, Interceptors level 2. Stormtroopers level 2 have no upgrades at all though. 199271. What is Tex going to go for? He's repurchased his commander, that's what he's gone for. Perhaps he'll just wait before he gets the 12 favour that he needs and drop Terminators down. Here are the Grey Knight Terminators with their Nemesis Force Halberds. Splash damage, power melee, drain energy passively from enemies nearby. Have a teleporter, cannot retreat of course. Cannot be suppressed, walk through cover, all the good stuff you expect from something in Terminator armor. 199244. And we might see a huge engagement here. Chaos Predator getting a bit close. Interceptors jumping in. Crack grenade misses the Chaos Predator, that's a huge deal. Mark of 1 CSM forced to retreat. Here come those Dreadnought Terminators. The Heretics need to run away. Really need to run away. He's going to lose them, and does. 199239. Down goes the Chaos Dreadnought, and that might be GG for Steve Budd. We have the fully upgraded now Brother Captain level 3 Nemesis Demon Hammer. Holy Armor of Titan, and the Teleporter Pack. Holy Armor of Titan is getting some changes next patch, a price increase I think, and it's going to give him even more health. I forget the exact number. Chaos Sorcerer being annoying, decapping Steve Budd's natural 191, 229. But he goes down in retreat to these Dreadnought Terminators. Ouch, ouch, ouch. And they have the Liber Demonica, gives them Hammer Hand, boosting their melee damage, also boosts their splash damage. So you don't want to get into melee with Dreadnought Terminators using Hammer Hand unless you are Lightning Claw Terminators or something. Interceptors back at base. There's the 2-to-1. What is Tetz going to do? Is there anything he can do? He's gone for a Land Raider Phobos. He could get Dreadnought. He could get Chaos Terminators, sorry, quite soon as well. Would be interesting to see.
The enemy has 200 points remaining.
With an autocannon perhaps, to put some more pressure on these Dreadnoughts, which are both level 2 now. He's really relying on this Phobos. Twin linked heavy bolter, twin linked las cannons on both sponsons, really long range fire support versus large targets. And apparently it's getting an ability in the next patch to protect it versus things getting close, which I talked about in a previous cast. I've no idea how long that ability's been planned for, but exactly what I asked for. There is the crack grenade on the Phobos. Side cannons coming in with lots of shots. Here come Dreadnought Terminators. You cannot get rear armor hits on a Land Raider, and this thing is now in trouble all of a sudden. Chaos Predator getting shots. Sponsons have turned around. Ouch, and they force off that stuff as well. Dreadnought Dreadnought, is he going to go after it? I don't think so. Meanwhile, mid, Chaos Terminators are cooled down. Twin linked bolters, power fists, demoralizing effect on enemies when they kill them. And they're going for an autocannon here. Ouch! Multi-melter smacked that thing down. Multi-melters and melter damage in general is very good versus super heavy retreat. Gives you a damage bonus, a 25% damage bonus I believe it is, much like plasma and power melee does versus heavy infantry. 191, 137. Dreadnought Terminators backing away. 2-to-1. And Tex is still in this game. Unfortunately, you cannot reinforce off the Phobos. He doesn't have any support at all. So I'm very pleased to see it get an ability in the next patch. Ouch! Big multi-melter shot on the Chaos Predator, and down it goes. That's quite a big blow for Tex. He has taken down one of the Dreadnought Dreadnoughts though, and the Phobos is chasing here. Boom. Boom. A couple more of those and it's going to go down if he can keep up with it. No. There's a crack grenade. Mark up 1 CSM going after the purgation. Just trying to tie them up and force them off, and they do so. But now they have to retreat through interceptors and a Dreadnought Brother Captain, and they go down. Ouch, ouch, ouch. 188, 113, so 2-to-1 for Tex, a very tense finish. Surely there's no way for Tex to hang on here. Never gives up though, does he? Terminators get inside the Phobos. The only transports that can hold Terminators are Land Raiders. take down the brother captain if he doesn't run away. There we go. 172, 113. Stormtroopers decapping mid. They have plasma guns up. Plasma does full damage to super heavy infantry.
We shall make it so.
Dreadnought Dreadnought needs repairs big time. Look at the amount of red that Steve Budd has. He could drop an orbital. Tech's not far off dropping an abyss as well. Chaos Sorcerer repurchased and is going for Tome of Subjugation. Great choice versus those Dreadnought Terminators, for example. He's going to try and decap here. Doesn't want to lose his Sorcerer again though. And I think he's in retreat. Yes. His teleport's still on cooldown, of course, since he just used it there and couldn't teleport out. Has the 2-to-1, 164, 113.
The tide of battle turns toward the righteous.
Nothing to repair the Phobos. Surely Steve Budd will take mid and take the game. Looks like he wants to repair his Dreadnought first. That Phobos so dangerous, does a lot of damage to Terminators as well, since Terminators and Paladins and stuff are large targets. Las cannons really hurt them. Here comes that brother captain, he's level 4. That Nemesis Demon Hammer, which is not a power melee weapon, a normal melee weapon. Still puts out 100 DPS of it though. 136, 113. Purgation will try and decap. Look at those las cannons coming in, and that auto cannon as well. There's the crack grenade. Land Raider is slowed and it's already very slow. These Chaos Terminators might want to get moving. They teleport away. Need to keep moving though. Interceptors go in to tie them up, stop them from firing that auto cannon. But here we see Subjugate on the Grey Knight Terminators. Can they take down the brother captain? Surely, no, runs out just in time. 20 hit points left on this guy, and he teleports out. So unlucky for Tex, almost took down the brother captain there. Look at the amount of red Steve Budd has. He's maxed out on 999. There's a 2-to-1 cap, 130, 103. Stormtroopers now repairing. I can't believe Tex is still in this game. This Phobos has done very well for him. 130, 96. 2-to-1 cap. There is the orbital. And the Heretics have been caught in it. The Chaos Sorcerer has been caught in it. And look at the damage to the Phobos. I don't think Tex saw it. Down goes the Phobos. Down goes the Chaos Sorcerer, and he wipes Tex's entire army. Yeah, we couldn't see it. It was underneath the Phobos. Is that it? Are we going to see Tex concede? Nope, he has a Chaos Predator on the way. And he has enough for an Abyss. Repurchases his Chaos Sorcerer and is not giving up here. Level 4 Grey Knight Dreadnought. Good grief, how much damage is this thing putting out? 1730 hit points. Chaos Predator doesn't want to get close to it, that's for sure. Purgation level 4 as well. We have Demonic Summoning, spitting out bloodletters, trying to tie up that Grey Knight Dreadnought. There's the Imperial. Forces off the Purgation, forces off the Stormtroopers. But it's also killing any bloodletters that come out of that circle. Tex does get away. Forces off the Interceptors as well. Where are the Terminators? They're back at base still. Still has to deal with the brother captain. What the Predator doesn't have much to fear from the brother captain himself. He's going to try and decap Tex's natural hit. Tex, unconcerned for now, wants to take mid. 130, 46.
I hear you. Go ahead. Brother, I am
Mortal up. Now it's one off, but he did decap it. Chaos Sorcerer caps the contested, can teleport back, try and retake his natural as well for a quick 2-1. But it's going to be a very quick 2-1 because Steve Bud is back mid. Chaos Dreadnought now on the way for Tex. Not giving up here. He needs to keep this Chaos Predator away from that Dreadnought. Stormtroopers are trying to repair, I think. Keep moving. Look at the damage on front armor as well. Interceptor's coming in with a crack. Predator pretty much drives into it, but he avoided it. Unbelievable. There's the 1-1 cap. Steve Bud will take the 2-1. And there it is. And here is a Chaos Dreadnought with its default auto cannon. It's going for Mark of Khorne. Going to try and charge this Grey Knight Dreadnought, I think. Take it down in melee, can also do a lot of hurt to this Terminators. What is this? Land Raider Crusader. Oh boy. Here it is. Hurricane Bolters takes down the Predator with a multi-motor shot immediately. Here comes the Mark of Khorne Dreadnought, and here is the game for Steve Bud. One awesome game. Tex did not give up. Mark of Khorne Dreadnought. Very, very pissed off. There is Blood Rage, Subjugation on the Terminators. 130 and 7. They're going after the Purgation. Dreadnought still chasing here. And there is the game for Steve Bud, and he wins it. What an awesome game. Excellent back and forth. Excellent fight over mid. Tex did not give up. Lost his Sorcerer one too many times, I think. And of course that orbital right here was devastating. Nice to see a lot of Dreadnoughts, especially the Grey Knight Dreadnoughts. Thanks for watching guys, hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.